Hello. In today's video, we're going to look into an interesting topic, the safety of cars versus airplanes. Both modes of transportation are used by millions of people every day. But which one is actually safer? Let's discuss the pros and cons of both, and explore how technology and regulations are keeping us safe on the roads and in the skies.
Today we're going to discuss the safety of cars compared to airplanes. When it comes to traveling, both modes of transport are used frequently. But which one is actually safer? What do you think?
Well, I believe airplanes are generally considered safer than cars. I mean, statistically speaking, the number of accidents per mile traveled is far lower in aviation than in driving. In fact, air travel is one of the safest modes of transportation. What is your take on this?
I see your point, but don't you think the idea of flying in an airplane seems scarier to some people? I mean, with all the safety measures in cars, people tend to feel a bit more in control when they drive.
Could you give an example of safety measures in cars?
Sure, cars have a lot of safety features like airbags, seat belts, and anti-lock brakes, all of which are designed to protect passengers in case of an accident.
Well, even with all these advancements, the number of car accidents is still significantly higher than the number of airplane accidents. The main reason why cars are considered more dangerous is that they are more frequently used, and people are driving them every day. In other words, the more you use a car, the more likely an accident might happen.
I get that. As you mentioned, airplanes are much safer overall. Airlines follow very strict regulations and maintain high standards to ensure the safety of their passengers. Also, pilots are highly trained and have to go through training programs before they're allowed to fly. So, the safety measures in aviation are even more thorough.
That's a good point. I agree that pilots are extremely well trained. However, even though airplanes have a lower accident rate, when something goes wrong, the consequences are often much worse due to the altitude and speed. The risk of injury or death in an airplane accident is higher when compared to a car accident.
Would you explain that again?
Certainly. The reason for this is that in a car accident, the speed and impact tend to be lower. For example, if you're involved in a car crash at 30 miles per hour, the chances of survival are much higher than if a plane crashes at 500 miles per hour. Airplanes are also far more complex, so when something goes wrong, it tends to have more serious consequences.
You're right. Airplane accidents, while they can be rare, can have devastating outcomes. But we also need to consider the fact that aviation safety has greatly improved over the years. It's much harder for a plane to crash today due to advanced technology and regular maintenance.
That's true. And technology has certainly improved safety in both cars and airplanes. For instance, with the development of autonomous driving technology, it's possible that we'll see a reduction in car accidents. But still, the statistics show that the overall safety record of airplanes remains stronger. In the end, both modes of transport are safer than ever before due to advancements in technology. But the key is to understand the risks and how they are managed in each case.
Exactly. Both cars and airplanes have their strengths and weaknesses when it comes to safety. While car accidents happen more frequently, airplane accidents, though rare, tend to have more serious outcomes. It's important to weigh both factors and remember that both industries are constantly improving safety measures.
Thanks for tuning in. We've covered a lot today about the safety of cars and airplanes. As we've seen, both have their advantages and challenges when it comes to safety, but they are both constantly evolving with new technologies and regulations to keep us safe. So, whether you're driving or flying, it's important to stay informed about the safety measures in place. What do you think? Are you more comfortable in a car or on a plane? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more discussions like this one.